Good afternoon, good evening. This is the second video that I'm posting today. The first one was a video that I did to recorrect an earlier video that I posted, I think, 2 days ago. And so this is today's actual problem. And let's see how we are going to solve it, actually. So the question is saying that given an array of integers, find the first missing positive integer in a linear time and constant space. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Okay. I don't think I can do the constant space, but anyway, if I come up with a better solution that doesn't involve that will involve the constant space, I think I would put out another video. But since this whole YouTube thing is just a way for me to understand the concepts and practice things, that I am actually learning myself. So anyway, so if I come up with a better solution, I will post another video on it. Anyway, so so we are supposed to find the lowest positive integer that doesn't exist in the array. The array can contain duplicate and negative numbers as well. Okay, so they are saying that if you are given 3, 4, -1, 2, you should return 2. Okay, so you are supposed to return the smallest positive distance that is not in that array. Okay, so I think the solution would involve some sets, I guess. So the reason why I'll be using the hash set, um, it's simple. Like just as I said in my previous video, that the lookup time for a hash set is constant time. But me using a hash set now means that I am not using the constant space that they specify. But that is the only solution that I can think of right now. But if I come up with a better solution, I will come back and solve it again. So let us first get the library, which says collection, and we get it from the generic. So we hope our solution is now going to return an integer because we want to return the one that is not there. Okay, so this will take an integer array, right? And so let us have max. Okay, and so we are going to first of all loop through all of this, I guess. And yeah, let's not forget to create a set that will store integers. Call it set equal to set. Okay, so we now want to find the max, the highest distance in that set of array. So we will put it here. We're saying okay, if this is true, if max is greater than L, then it's supposed to be L, else. So this is what they call a ternary statement. It's like an if statement that you write on one line of code. So I am saying that set this max value, which is now -1, set it to max if max is greater than the current number that we are on. Else, then that means that the maximum distance will be this guy. Then we are also going to do set.add these guys into the set so that we can now do the constant lookup. So the key point about this question is we are looking for positive numbers. 0 is not a positive number. Positive numbers start from 1 and it goes to infinity. And so in order to search for this one, what I'm going to do is have a loop that starts from 1 and then checks, like the loop will start from 1 up to like the maximum value in the array, and then it will check. So as soon as it doesn't find an integer in that set, then we would just return that okay, we are done. The reason why I am using set and not the normal array is that, as I previously mentioned, that sets allow you to do a lookup in constant time. But if you use normal array, then your runtime is going to be uh, big O of n squared, which is quadratic time, which is very bad. But if you use set, then the runtime is going to be linear time, since sets allow you to do constant lookup. That's why I use set. Anyway, so we are going to start from 1, and we will go up to max. And so we are going to say if set dot contains I, then we will return the I. If it doesn't contain I, then that means that the smallest positive number is the positive number right after the maximum one. So we will just return this guy. And that is my solution to the problem, I think. So let us test it and see. We can have an integer array that will contain 3, 4, minus 1, this guy. And if we say console.writeLine solution, and we pass in this guy, they said it should give us 2. Let us see, would it give us 2? New terminal. Give 1. What? Relax. What is this one saying? Let me see. Console.writeLine. Anyway, max. What was max? What did we get for max? Got max as 4. Huh? Sorry. Okay. So we are saying if it does not contain it. Sorry. So if it is not in it, then we are supposed to return. Okay. So this should work. Yeah. So this return 2, just as the question said. And if we change this one to 1, 2, and 0, so it's supposed to return 3. Let's see if it does. It's 3. So yeah, I think this works. So far as I can think, it works for every possible scenario you can have. The only problem is that it is not using constant space, because I recreated a different data set to keep these things in. And I think that is the only problem. But I am thinking of a way that I can solve it without having to use sets. And if I do, I would post another video on it. So thank you very much. Yeah. And see you tomorrow when I solve another question, or like if I come up with a better solution that would involve constant space, I will post it again. So see you guys.